All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We thank God for another opportunity this morning, the gift to life that we are having today. I trust and believe that we are doing fine as we are starting our technical analysis Zoom today. Yes. If my voice is clear, if you can hear me, please give me a 1 in the chat. If you are able to hear me, give me a 1 in the chat. All right. Okay. Okay. So, good morning once again, and good morning all the leaders that are joining us this morning. We are so humbled to have you this morning as well, and we are continuing with our technical analysis training. So, we'll continue from where we left yesterday. My name is Mavuto Mopiwa, one of the coaches in Crypto Ambassadors. So I'll be taking you through today's training. So yesterday we were looking at parts of a candlestick. If you remember, I just want to check with you. That is if you attended yesterday's class. But if you're just joining us today, then you just need to be patient with yourself. I'm sure by the end of the training, you are going to catch something that is going to benefit you. So yesterday we looked at the parts of a candlestick. Can I confirm with you what did we say about the parts of the candlestick? Can you just tell me anything that you learn about the parts of a candlestick? Anything that you learn about the parts of a candlestick? Anything that you learn, what are the parts of a candlestick? The class is quiet. Early in the morning. 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 The open. The open. The body, the wicks, the close, the closing part. Okay. All right. The high. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me ask some questions. Let me ask some questions. Between the buyers and the sellers, who opened the market from the bottom? Between the buyers and the sellers, who opened the market from the bottom? Maybe I should ask these questions so that you are able to give me the answers that I'm looking for. Between the buyers and the sellers, who opened the market from the bottom? Who opened the market from the bottom? Between buyers and sellers, who opened the market from the bottom? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. It is buyers who open the market from the bottom. Okay. Can you tell me where do sellers open their market? Where do sellers open their market? We are done with that one. We are done with that one, but thank you for the answers that are coming. Yes, we are done with that one. Here is another question. Where do sellers open their market? 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 Yeah, okay. Yes, they open from the top. Steve, They open from the middle. Steve, Steve, you need to see the class monitor after the lesson. Steve, you need to see the class monitor after the lesson. You need to see the class monitor, Steve. You can't say at the bottom. I mean at the middle. Yes. The sellers, they open the market from the top. Okay. The sellers, they open the market from the top. Okay. So here is another question. Here is another question. What name is given? What name is given to the top of the upper shadow? What name is given to the top of the upper shadow? What name is given to the top of the upper shadow? What name is given? What name is given to the top of the upper shadow? Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. I hope it's not paste, copy and paste. Burundi is not the candlestick. It is the high. Okay. Yes, it is the high. Okay. All right. So please tell me the thin lines that pokes above and below the body are called what? The thin lines that pokes above and below the body are called what? The thin lines that pokes below and above the body, they are called what? They are called what? The thin lines. The thin lines that pokes above and below the body, they are called what? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. They are called wicks, or they are called shadows. They are called shadows. Okay, they are called shadows. All right. Thank you so much. All right. What is the last but not the least? What is the bottom of the lower shadow chord? What is the bottom of the lower shadow chord? What name is given to the bottom of the lower shadow or the lower wick? What name is given to that? What name is given to that? What name is given to that? What name is given to the bottom of the lower shadow? What name is given to the bottom of the lower shadow? The same people that are answering, the rest, they are just quiet. I see we are 70 something in the classroom, but the same people are answering. The rest, they are just quiet. I don't know where are they standing with us. Okay, it is called the law. It is called the law. Okay, so let me wrap up for yesterday's lesson, and then we get into today's lesson. For those that are just joining us, let me just wrap up for yesterday's lesson, and then we're gonna go into today's lesson. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. If you are able to see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you are able to see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about parts of a candlestick. All right, so we said that a candlestick, it is a visual representation of what is happening in the market. All right, so we looked at parts of the candlestick. So we said that the filled part of the candle, it is called the real body. The filled part of the candle, the name given to it, it is called the real body. Okay, yes. So the thin lines that are poking below and above the body, the thin lines that are poking below and above the body, they are called shadows. Okay, they are called shadows or wicks. All right. But now, when this shadow is below, okay, when this shadow is below the body of the candle, it is called a lower shadow. Okay, when it is above the body, it is called an upper shadow. Okay, it is both for sellers and buyers. It is both for sellers and buyers. So I said that the top of the upper shadow, the top of the upper shadow, okay, this thing here, the top of the upper shadow, it is called the high, while the lower of the lower shadow, it is called, or the bottom of the lower shadow, it is called the low. Okay, the low of the bottom of the lower shadow, it is called the low. So you can see that the opening price for buyers, it is at the bottom, while the opening price for sellers, it is on top. Okay, so this candle, the black candle, represents sellers. The white candle represents buyers. That's why you see that it is only the opening which is different, but the rest is the same. You can see the low, okay? The high, all right? The upper shadow, the lower shadow, the lower shadow. The only difference, it is the opening. The opening for buyers, it is at the bottom below, while the opening for sellers, it is on top. So sellers, they open from the top, they close at the bottom. Buyers, they open from below, which is the bottom, they close on top. That is the difference. Okay, so these are parts of a candlestick. These are parts of the candlestick. So you can see what we have just said. I think this is clear. If you have understood this, give me a yes in the chat. If this is clear, give me a yes in the chat so that we can go to today's lesson. If this is clear, give me a yes in the chat. If this is clear, give me a yes in the chat. If this is clear, give me a yes in the chat. If this is clear, give me a yes in the chat. Okay, all right. Now, let's go to today's lesson, further from the candlestick. Does the size of the body of the candlestick matters? Does the size of the body of the candlestick matters? Just like us human beings, okay? Just like us human beings, we do have different body sizes. We do have different body sizes. Yes, there are some that are slim, okay, or slender. There are some that are having big bodies, right? So when it comes to trading, the size of the body of the candlestick matters. Okay, so I'll be answering that question. The size of the body of the candlestick, what matters? Okay, so we need to understand this. It's very important. The size of the body of the candlestick matters. So we need to know that some candles, they are small. Okay, some candles, they are having small bodies. Some candles, they are long. Some candles, they are short. As you can see from this, okay, you can see that this candle is bigger than this one in terms of their body size. This candle is bigger than this one in terms of their body size. But you are going to discover that this candle took 4 hours to grow, the same as this one, it took 4 hours to grow. But why are they having different body sizes? Okay, why are they having different body sizes? if all of them, they took 1 hour to grow, why are they having different body sizes? Okay, so I want us to go to TradingView quickly, and then we look at this together. Okay, I just want to use this to explain. All right. So when you look at candles, okay, when you look at these candles, let me pick another coin here. Let me pick Floki. Okay. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the market. We are now in the market. So you can see that it is 4-hour time frame, right? It is a 4-hour time frame. So it means that every candle that you are seeing here, okay, every candle that you are seeing here, it took 4 hours to grow and complete. It took 4 hours to grow and complete. But why is it that these candles are having different body sizes? That's the question that I want us to answer. That's why I came here, so that you are able to see that these candles, they are different, but all of them, they took 4 hours when it comes to time frame. Okay, so you can see that every candle here, it is a market on its own. It is a trading session. Okay, it is a trading session on its own. Each and every trade session took 4 hours. All right, but you can see that every trade session, it is portraying a different candlestick. As you can see that their bodies are different, their shape are different. What makes this? So I wanted us to understand that when it comes to trading, we trade volume. Okay, we trade what? Volume. If there is no volume in the market, okay, it is a big problem for us to trade, or it is a big problem for a trade to be completed. So we trade volume. So if there is no volume in the market, it becomes a problem. Okay, that's why you will discover that you struggle for 1.5% to be achieved in 4-hour time frame. You discover that you set your 3% in Royal Q, but it is taking 3 days to complete. All right. So one of the contributing factor, it is volume. It is what? It is volume. So I'm just saying, when it comes to trading, we trade volume. So the sizes of the body of the candlestick, they differ because of volume in the market. All right. So let us look at these body sizes. I said that some of the bodies, they are short, and some of the bodies, they are long, as you can see. So when we talk about long bodies, okay, when you see a candle that is having a long body, you should know that there was strong pressure in that particular trade session. Let me repeat. When you see a candlestick with a long body, you as a trader, you should know that there is a message that is being conveyed to you. What type of a message? There was strong pressure in the market, in this particular market, because every candle here, it is a market on its own. Like I said, it is a trading session. So when you see a candlestick with a long body refers to strong what? Strong pressure. So this strong pressure can be either for sellers or it can be for buyers. But long body represents strong what? Strong pressure. That thing, you need to copy it. You should copy it. You should understand that whenever you see candles that are having long bodies in a chart, you should know that there was pressure in that particular trade session. So it can be a candle for buyers or it can be a candle for sellers. So it can be strong pressure for sellers, it can be strong pressure for buyers. In simple terms, We can say strong buying pressure or strong selling pressure. Okay? Have you understood that? If you have understood that, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat. Long bodies refer to strong buying or selling pressure. Long bodies refers to strong buying or selling pressure. If you have understood that, give me a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have understood that. Okay, let's proceed. Now, when you see a candlestick, I'm still here on TradingView. When you see a candlestick, okay, in which the close, all right, if you remember very well about the closing and the opening of a candle, okay, when you see a candlestick in which the close is above the open, when you see a candle whereby the closing of that candle, okay, the closing of that candle is found above the opening of the candle, okay? Let me repeat. I don't know if this makes sense. When you see a candle, whereby the closing of that candle, it is above the opening of that candle, and it is a long body, what comes to your mind? A candle where the closing is above the open. That candle, is it for buyers? It is for sellers. Let me see if you're picking what I'm saying. When you see a candle where the close, okay, where the closing of that candle is above the opening of that candle belongs to who? That candle belongs to who? Let me come in the chat. I want to verify if the statement that I'm making makes sense. When you see a candle where the closing of the candle is above the opening of the candle, that candle belongs to who? Is it for sellers or buyers? Sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers. Hey. Oh, when you see a candle, when the close is above the open, can I draw something here? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So let me give this the opening. This is the opening and this is the closing. So I'm saying when you see a candle whereby the closing is above, which one is above here? Between this opening and this closing, which one is above? Because sometimes English confuses. Which one is above? Between the closing and the opening, which one is above? Which one is above? So I'm saying when you see a candle whereby, okay, when you see a candle whereby the close, this is the close, is above the open. So this candle belongs to who? According to what I said, that buyers, they open from below, they close on top. Sellers, they open from the top, they close below. Now, does it make sense? Seems like the statement was confusing. Yes. All right, so you got it. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let me bring my candles here so that we can do justice to the lesson. So we are looking at these candles and we find out that the candles, they are in different shapes because of the pressure that was in that particular trade session. All right, but the time frame might be the same, whether it is 1 hour, whether it is 4 hours, whether it is 1 day, whether it is 1 week, 1 month. Okay, but you will see that they do have different body sizes. The body sizes matters because it is important information to you as a trader, telling you that in this particular trade session, the volume was low or the pressure was low. That's why we are saying when you see a candle that is having a long body, it means there was strong pressure. So the pressure can be either for buyers or it can be for sellers. Is that okay? I think that is okay. Now, let's continue now. I was saying that when you see a candle whereby the let me do this. Okay, I'll be using this part here. Now, when you see a candle whereby the close is above the open, okay? When you see a candle whereby the closing is above the open, that candle belongs to buyers, okay? Now, when you see a candle whereby now I'm doing the opposite now, okay? Now I'm doing the opposite, whereby the open is above the close. The open is above the close. Okay, that candle belongs to sellers. All right. So I was making a conclusion on the body sizes of the candlestick. Some candles they are long, some candles they are short. So that tells you about pressure in the market. Now, let's talk about these guys. These guys called shadows. I want to take some time here. You need to understand it's very important. Let's talk about these guys called shadows. All right. Let's look into shadows. We have spoken about body sizes of the candlesticks. So the candlesticks, they do have shadows. We needed to talk about these. What message does shadows carry? We have discovered that the body sizes, they carry a very important message about pressure. The body sizes. So what about these shadows? What information do they deliver to us as traders? So we need to know, we need to understand this. When it comes to shadows, okay? When it comes to shadows, we need to know that some shadows, they are long, some shadows, they are short. Okay? Some shadows, they are long, some shadows, they are what? They are short. As you can see how they are portrayed there. So you are going to find out this. When you find a candle that is having a longer upper shadow, can we look for a candle that is having a longer upper shadow? Let's use this one. Let's use this one. When you find a candle that is having a long upper shadow, okay, a long upper shadow and a short lower shadow, okay, can you see the upper shadow is longer than the lower shadow? Okay, so this means that, what does this mean? Yes, it is a red candle that is representing sellers, but what caused this long shadow? Why is it long on the upper side? It means that when the market opened here, okay, when the market opened here, the first activity that took place, listen to me now, you need to understand this, is very important. When the market opened here, what do you think the first activity took place? Between selling and buying, which activity took place? I just want to confirm, probably maybe someone is following. When the market opened here, which activity took place between buying and selling. Which activity took place first? I want to check. I want to check if you are following. I want to see. Which activity took place when that candle opened? Which activity took place first? I'm talking of took place first. Yes, I'm using the word first. All right. Okay, that is correct. So it is the buying activity that took place first. Okay, the buying activity took place first. Some they are saying selling just because the candle is red. Probably they are a bit confused, but I'm gonna explain to you. So when the market opened here, okay, can you see the market opened here? When this one was completed, when this session was completed, another session opened here. When this session opened, the activity that took place first was the buying activity. Why? Because you can see that the market went high there. Okay. So for the market to go up, it means buyers should push the market or the price to the top. Okay. So the first activity that took place, it was a buying activity. Then buyers came in, they bought up to this level. Can you see the high of the market? Yes. So when it reached there, sellers, they said, no, you are not going to remain here. We are going to push the price back. So sellers, they came in, they started pushing the price, pushing the price, pushing the price until it came back to where it opened. The price came to where it opened. Not only that, it also passed the opening price. Okay? When the market came back to where it was opened, it did pass the opening price, then it came down here. The moment, listen to me, the moment the price comes back to its opening and then it passes the opening, the color of that candle changes and it displays the pressure that is in control. What do I mean? What do I mean? This is what I mean. When the candle opened here and it went up, it was green. It was green in color. Okay? But now, when the market came back to where it was opened and it passed the opening price, the sellers painted the candle red because they told the buyers, we have taken over. We have crossed the starting point. We are in another territory. Can you see this candle here? This candle. Can you see this candle? This candle and this candle. This one is in green. This one, it is in red. But what happened here, almost what happened here. The only difference is that when the market was closing, who was still in control when this market was closing? Who was still in control? It is buyers who were still in control. When the market was closing, that's why it is painted green. This one is painted red because the sellers, they passed the opening price where buyers opened. They went further down here. When it came down here, then buyers, they came in and said, we want to take the price back. They tried to push the price. They tried to push the price. But unfortunately, they never crossed the opening. The market closed here. That's where the market closed. That's why the candle, it is still red, because the buyers failed to push the market back to the opening. So I was explaining about the longer shadow on top. It is caused by buyers. Buyers, they are the ones who push the price further up. Then sellers came, they pushed the price back almost close to the opening. That's why you see the presence of the longer shadow. Now, what comes to your mind when you see a candle with a longer upper shadow and a short lower shadow? What comes to your mind? Is this buying pressure or selling pressure? Give me an answer in the chat. When you see a candle with a longer upper shadow, does that signify buying pressure or selling pressure? Let me see the answers. Does it signify buying pressure or selling pressure? When you see a candle with a longer upper shadow, who is doing the activity? What message is conveyed to you? Is it selling or buying? What message is conveying to you as a trader? Is it selling or buying? Guys, it is selling pressure. It is not buying. Yes, some they are getting confused because I said that here, okay, when the market opened, it is buyers who push the price to the top. But remember, when they were pushing the price to the top, it was a full candle. The candle was full. But when selling started, the candle, the body of the candle started to disappear, and they leave this thin line here. Okay? They leave this thin line here. Let me bring another candle. Can I find another candle? Maybe let me use this one. Guys, can you see this candle? This is what I'm explaining. When the market opened here, okay, this one is different. Okay, this one is different. When the market opened here, okay, the first activity that took place in this candle, it was a selling activity. The market came down here. Okay, when the market came down here, buyers, they came, they pushed the market, they passed the opening. When they passed the opening, they went up to this level. When they reached up to this level, sellers came in. They started selling, trying to kick out buyers from the market. But unfortunately, they could not kick all of them. The sellers could not manage to kick all the buyers out of the market. They couldn't. As a result, the market closed here. That's why you see that the candle is still green and it is still having the body. If they could push this price to come down here where it opened, you could see that this shadow, it is going to be a very long shadow. Are you getting it? If these sellers continues to push buyers out of the market, what could you have? You could remain with this thin line here. That's what you could remain with. So that tells you that it is a selling pressure. Sellers were selling. So can you see, because of this, what happened here? Can you see the next candle? Because this is a selling pressure. Can you see when this market opened? The selling activity pushed, continued. That's why now you see that here, the sellers, they kicked out the buyers. They painted themselves with red. The buyers were few, the sellers were many. So this signifies selling pressure. When you see a candle with a long upper shadow, signifies selling pressure. That's why you see from this, when these shadows started to appear, see what happened to the market. Let me bring it closer now. See what happened to the market. See, if I can bring you this. When you see candles that are having long upper shadows, when you see candles having long upper shadows, you should know that anytime, yes, it may be some hours, it may be some days, it depends on the time frame that you are trading in. But when this started to happen, see the market, it went down. So this is selling pressure. This is selling pressure. So In conclusion on this candle of a longer upper shadow, we are concluding that when you see a candle with a longer upper shadow and a short lower shadow, it tells you that there was selling pressure. But first, who pushed the price to the top? It is buyers who pushed the price to the top. But who created the shadow? It is sellers. So this tells you, if you are in this trade, you should prepare. Yes, you should get ready. You are going to be kicked out. So this signifies selling pressure. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Give me a yes if this is understood. Give me a yes if this is understood. If this is understood, give me a yes. A longer upper shadow signifies selling pressure. That is the bottom line. The longer upper shadow signifies selling pressure. So when you see those guys appearing and you were in a trade, please, it is better to pack your bags and go. It is better for you to pack your bags and go. Yes. Don't be greedy. If you are already in profit, exit. Because they are coming. They are coming. Who is coming? The sellers are coming. They're going to bury you there. Okay, so I hope this is making sense now when we are talking about shadows. I hope this is making sense. Now, let's go and look for a candle with a longer lower shadow. And then we get information from there. Let's go and look for a candle with a longer lower shadow, but a short upper shadow. Okay, let's look for a candle with a longer lower shadow. All right. Longer lower shadow and short upper shadow. Yes, let's use this one here. Okay. This candle, it is having a long lower shadow, short upper shadow. So this, when the market opened here, which activity took place first? Give me an answer in the chat. In this scenario of this candle, when the market opened, which activity took place first between buying and selling? Which activity took place between buying and selling? Give me an answer in the chat. When the market opened in this candle, which activity took place between buying and selling? I'm coming in the chat. Which activity took place first between buying and selling? Which activity? Which activity? Which activity? Which activity? Some they are saying selling, some they are saying buying. Some they are saying selling, some they are saying buying. The first activity that took place in this candle, it was a selling activity. Okay? It was a selling activity. Why selling activity? Because the sellers, they are the ones that push the price low. I said that sellers, they push the price to the bottom. Buyers, they push the price to the top. So for this candle to have a longer lower shadow, first, it was sellers who pushed the price down here to this low, right? Then buyers, they came in. When buyers came in, they started buying until they crossed the opening price. They crossed the opening price. The moment they crossed the opening price, this candlestick changed to green color. It changed the color to green. Then it went to this level, which is the high of the market, this high. When it reached this high, sellers, they came in again. They started to push the price down. When they were pushing the price down, unfortunately, probably they were not many compared to buyers. They could not pass the opening. So the market closed just slightly above the opening. Can you see? Between the opening and the closing, they are just close to each other. So that's why the candlestick is still green, because the sellers did not manage to cross the opening so that they can land on this other side of the candle. Are we together? So this signifies, okay, this signifies buying pressure. Sometimes it is a red candle with a longer, lower shadow. That signifies as well buying pressure. For example, this candle here. If I can bring this candle here, okay? Can you see these candles? They are red in color. But can you see the shadows? Can you see the shadows compared to the upper shadow? So this tells you that these are buyers who are doing this. These are buyers who are doing this. They are trying to push this market back to the top. That's what buyers are trying to do here. Yes, the amount of sellers is high compared to buyers, but buyers, they are also trying their level best to tell the sellers that we are here. We are here. Okay? So these are buyers that are painting their mark in the market. So they are trying to come back so that they can outwin the sellers. Let me bring another coin probably. Let me change the... Can I bring this? Let me see. Okay. You can see this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You can see these shadows, these long shadows, these long shadows. Buyers, they are trying to come back. Buyers, they are trying to come back because it has been a downtrend. Sellers selling. Can you see how long this downtrend is? Sellers, they have been selling, pushing this price to the bottom, pushing it. But now when it reached this low, buyers, they are trying to come back into the market. What did I say yesterday? Buyers, they like to buy low and sell high. So they have seen that now this particular asset is cheap. It is cheap because the sellers, they have been selling it. They have been selling it. Now it is cheap. It is this low. Now buyers, they started to appear. They want to buy low so that they can sell high. So they are trying to buy so that they push this price to the top because it has been a long downtrend. Does it make sense, guys? Whenever you see the market has been going down for a longer time, that is the coin that you need to monitor so that when it prepares to come to the top, you are there to collect your money. Eh? There are people who likes to chase these coins when the market is doing like this. Yes, they chase. But you need to start chasing it from the bottom so that when it reaches at least the middle, you have collected enough profit, then you leave. Don't chase the market until it reaches there. You're going to hang up here. So I'm giving you now techniques. When you see a coin has gone down, down, down like this, please start having an eye on that market. It may give you a fortune. It may give you a fortune because you are entering at the oversold area. It is very low here. It is very low here. Okay? If I may bring the RSI just to confirm what I'm saying here. If I may bring stochastic RSI here. Right? If I may bring stochastic RSI here. Can you see where the RSI is? Okay, I know I'm not doing justice because some, they don't know what I'm talking about. But I want you to see what I'm talking about. Can you see this section here and see where this market is here? Okay, so the market is trying to come back. That's why the RSI is still in the oversold area. The market is trying to come back. So this is an opportunity. That's why I'm saying when you see a coin that has drastically gone down, monitor it. When it is preparing to come, please, it is time for you to collect your share of the market. Instead of you chasing the market that is going further up. Yes, it is good to collect profit in that market, but you must know your limit. It is better to enter at a low so that you sell at high. That is our motto in Royal Q. Buy low, sell high. Does it make sense, guys? Does it make sense? We are talking about shadows. So shadows, they give us very important information about a particular trade, a particular market. So we have looked at long upper shadows and we have looked at long lower shadows. What message do they carry to you as a trader? Anyone with a question? I don't want to proceed here because I will end up giving you more that you cannot swallow. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question on shadows and body sizes of the candle? Anyone with a question? Anybody with a question on the body sizes of the candle that we have covered today, as well as the shadows? As well as the shadows. Where should I repeat? Someone is saying, kindly repeat. Where should I repeat? No. Today I was I said that I'm making a mistake. Now someone is asking about the RSI. No, I was not teaching about the RSI. I was just confirming what I was saying, that the market is down. So for me to confirm that, that's why I brought in the RSI to confirm my statement that that market is really down. Okay. Okay. Someone says I should repeat the shadows. No. I'm not yet there. Don't ask me how much take profit you should take. I'm just giving you clues. When you see candles that are having long upper shadows, what is the market saying to you? Let me come back. When you see a market that is having long upper shadows, what is the market saying to you? Okay? What is the market saying to you? If you can here, guys. Okay? Can you see the candles that are growing here? Okay? Can you see the candles that are growing here? The candles that are growing there? So I'm saying when you see a candlestick that is having a longer upper shadow, okay, you should know that it is a selling pressure. Yes, the market may not go down immediately after that candle. Okay, the market may not go down immediately after that candle. For example, if you look here, okay, you can see that there was a long upper shadow here, especially when the market has gone high up. You should monitor this. When the market goes up, okay, automatically and by nature, this market need to come down. If it is going to continue its journey of going up, at least it should come a little bit down. Okay? So I'm saying, watch out for these types of markets. When the market goes high up, check here at the top of the market. What kind of candles are growing here? When the market goes high up like this, watch out the candles that are growing here. They are going to tell you that anything might happen. Okay, it's either the market is going to retrace, then it continues to go up, or it may go down 100%. So it may not happen immediately. For example, here, okay, there was a little bit of fighting here. Can you see the candles that were growing here? This was a fight. Okay, buyers, they were refusing here to be outwind. They were refusing. So it took some time. But eventually, here, it started to pay off. Sellers started to win the battle. They started to win the battle. They pushed the price down here. So these are areas that you need to give focus. When the market goes up, guys, when the market goes up, watch out. When the market comes down, watch out. Look at these areas where the market is making a U-turn. These are the keys that I am giving you. So I'm saying when you see a candlestick with a longer upper shadow, that signifies that there is selling pressure in the market. Okay? Upper shadow, which is longer, selling pressure. Lower shadow, which is longer, buying pressure. That's what I was doing in conclusion. That's what I was doing in conclusion. Look here. When the market came down this way, okay, when the market came down here, okay, the market came down here. Can you see what started to happen here? What started to happen here? Then the market tried to go up again. It tried to go up. Okay, tried to go up, but here it did some sort of ranging. It did some sort of ranging. It was not going up. It was not going down. It was just moving between, finding its way. But what I am concluding with is that when you see a candle with a longer upper shadow and a short lower shadow, that tells you that sellers, they are coming into the market. Sellers, they are portraying, they are telling you we are here. But when you see a candle with a long lower shadow and a short upper shadow, it is buyers that are giving you a message. But it may not happen immediately. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes there is some sort of fighting. You see the market will start to range, buyers and sellers fighting. But at the end, you are going to see one power or one pressure taking over the market. Okay? I don't know if this is making sense. So we have ended at shadows. That's where we have ended today. We have ended at shadows. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? Is this clear on the shadows? I'm not saying that you should go and enter the market. I'm just giving you some pointers. If you were in a trade, the market has gone high up, and you are tempted and say, ish, seems like there's still more profit here. You know, when you have been collecting profit, the market is pumping. Eh? You remember that time when Acro was pumping? We were excited in Royok, we were excited. What happened? You get excited, then you keep on chasing the market. Hey, in gambling, they say, they know you should, when you are a gambler, you must know where to stop. You must know where to stop. So when the market goes high up, guys, please check out. You end up at Kilimanjaro, then you get hanged there, Then we wait for you for 3 months. You are in that trade. The money is locked up. You cannot trade anymore because you are chasing a market with green candles. Yeah, someone is confessing here. He was chasing a coin called Dia. Then Dia, it made her Dia. It deared her. Yes, the Dia deared her. But she collected more profit. So she was thinking that profit will continue to come. But I'm sure now the legs are off. Her legs has been cut. Hey, Jessica, don't chase green candles, okay? Don't chase green candles. Yes, Zuli, that is true. Greedy. There are people that are greedy here. So now you see, now you know now, right? When we're talking about emotions, when I say let's study the emotions of buyers and sellers, now you see that we do have some in Royal Q. When they see a coin pumping, they want to chase until where it's gonna end. They don't leave it. So instead of them chasing the coin chase them. As we speak now, they are in custody. The coin is custodying them. The coin is custodying them. We don't know until when. Yeah, you must pray that bull run must come. Okay, all right. That was just a joke. But this is what we are saying, guys. Understand the market. You need to learn how the market works. Remember, when we are trading behind giants. They are big players in the market. We've got banks that are trading. We've got institutions that are trading. They are trading with a chunk of money. When they enter the market, they can shake the market. When they exit the market, they can shake the market. All right. So us who are collecting small profit, we are trading behind those guys. So we need to watch their moves whenever they are preparing to exit. Yes. We need to watch their backs. That's what we are learning here. Otherwise, they are going to swallow our money. They will swallow it. So that's what we are learning here. We are trading behind the institutions. So when they are making the moves, we need to watch out. Otherwise, we are going to say crypto is a scam because we are not well informed. All right. So thank you so much, guys. We are going to end here. I don't know, Coach Julius, if there is an announcement that he wanted to make. I'm not sure if he is here. Let me check out. Okay, I don't see him here. All right, I don't see him here. All right. So we are going to end the Zoom for now. We are going to meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay, yeah, tomorrow is Friday. So tomorrow we are going to start somewhere and then we go a little bit deeper. But all this that we have been doing, it is just building blocks. We are building blocks. You need to understand what happens in the market. As a trader, you need to know that so that you trade with caution. All right. So let's meet in the coming Zoom. It's a Thursday today. I think we do have team building Zoom. So let us meet in that Zoom that is coming. But for today, we end here. We are going to meet again tomorrow, same time, same platform, and we will continue with our technical analysis Zoom. Thank you so much, guys. We love you all.